Hello, world, and welcome to another Kerbal Space Program video. Just need a little break from Minecraft. Just done a lot of work leveling out an area. My hand hurts from placing blocks. So, Kerbal Space Program time. We're up here with my space station, flying around. Now it's not my space station. A little part of it is. Yeah, very nice. Anyway, enough of this. Today we're going to test a Mun Lander, and we're going to go to the moon if we have time. If not, maybe tomorrow, maybe the next day. We'll see what happens. There she is, the moon. We're going to go land on it. We're going to start setting up a moon base. The last episode I blew up my moon base. I also deleted my persistence file, so this is all brand new. There's just a tiny bit of rubble on the launch pad, but that's about it. Okay, let's head to the vehicle assembly building. Okay, I've installed one or two mods. I was trying out a fair few mods, such as some of the parts of the Cosmos pack, pull out the parts I like. And we've got the Rockco Soyuz, because I wanted to have a go at launching the, where is it, Soyuz. Some chap, I can't remember his name, he rebalanced parts of the Soyuz Kerbal pack to go with the Noyuz orbiter. So it's a little out of scale, I think, slightly there, but she looks pretty cool, doesn't she? The first stage has a tendency to overheat if you try and push it too much, but yeah, she goes really well. Anyway, let's go back to a new one. Right, what pod do we want to be for our Mun Lander? Ooh, the choices. Oh, I'm spoiled for choice. You know what? I think we're gonna go with the little Malon capsule. I think. Yeah, that'll do. Okay. That little door there. Is that down under aerospace? Now, let's see what we got to go on this. Of course, we have to build our return vehicle first. What will we need in our return vehicle? First of all, we'll need a parachute. Unless we do a powered landing. That's something I've been practicing using, if I can find it. Where are you? Ah, yes, the micro fuel tank. Ooh, that covers the door a little bit. And the brake disc. Little engine, slows you down so you can land without a parachute. Doesn't really fit, unfortunately. This one's actually a solid booster. Yeah, I've never been really successful with that one, but let's find something a little more suitable, shall we? First of all, I think we'll need a decoupler since we're going to go for a parachute landing. And let's go with the Malon. Kinda looks a bit funky actually, but we'll see how it looks in a moment. It may be just a little bit stuck. Yeah, kind of. We'll see how it goes. Parachute. What do we want for a parachute? Nope. That's the Gemini parachute. Looks a little funky. Little top hat sort of thing. What's that? Oh, that's interesting. Ooh, Silisco edition parachute. Not bad. Yeah, I think we'll go with that. Yeah, brilliant. That'll do. Now we need the return section, so we'll need a fuel tank. We won't need RCS on the return section, I don't think. Ooh, this is always the fun part. I actually like I like building rockets, I think slightly more than flying them. Hey, look at that. Ooh. She don't fit. What if we move you down a bit? Why don't you fit? What about like that? Well, she fits like that. Didn't think we could land with it though. How unfortunate. How's that? There's a lot of fuel in there. That'd do us. We'll remove that decoupler. We'll see if we can find something a little more suitable. Wow. Makes it a fair bit more chunky, but she's on there. Yeah. See, this will be the thing that will just fly us back home. Of course, we need an engine for it. I think that's the actual engine that's supposed to go with it, isn't it? What's that? 22. It's not bad. Hey, it's a whole lander. Nah, looks kind of silly. And it's huge. Do we want that like that? Or do we want to go something a little smaller? Do I have anything smaller? Well, that's pretty small. Let's, perusing parts to see what I like. I don't know. Let's go check out the other lander parts. There's a nice engine. Or do we just want to go with these kinds of parts? See what they look like. Well, that looks kind of odd. Bit poddish. Pod people. I think I'm onto something here. And that'll be our descent stage. I might be getting somewhere here. What kind of legs do we want? I actually like the stock landing legs. I think they look really nice. And they kind of work well. 1, 2, 3, 4. I like good 4 legs. Should I put RCS on it? The decisions. What's the smallest RCS I have? I could mount an RCS on the top of there, couldn't I? Be a bit too heavy, I think. Oh, those poor dishes. Oh, you can barely see them, right? Yeah, that's fine. We just won't say anything about that. This base is pretty nice, so we'll just keep it like that. It's got a nice fuel. A nice size of fuel. Right. This is a no mech jib on this lander. I'd like to at least videotape me landing legitimately one time. So we're gonna get my favourite, the KW series RCS blocks. This looks an interesting lander. Now usually what I do is I usually fire them up into the air and then drop them to see whether I can actually land, but that might be a bit deadly. But we do have a parachute, of course we have a parachute. But for this, actually, I am going to be a bit smart. Sort of. Try. Oh, that's not it. And we're going to find a parachute that has... that's the same one. Same one. There we go. It's got a mounting point on the top. Then we're going to find a little decoupler. If I can find it. There you are. Mechanical decoupler. Why am I doing all this? Well, you see, to drop it, I'd have to launch it on a rocket. And I don't really want to put a rock under it. When I can drop it from... Where's this balloon? There it is. When I can drop it from a balloon. Okay, so let's save this as... oh, I don't want to name it Kerbal. that's such a silly name. It's been done to death. We're gonna call it the Mun Lander prototype, the MLPT 1. Save and check. Good. Launch. Good thing about this balloon is, well, takes you halfway up into the air by the time that I've loaded. Alright, testing landing gear. Nothing fell off, that's cool. Seems to have a nice profile, they passed the engine well. Alright, SAS on. Engine activation, RCS activation. We go for release. Orny is our pilot, he'll be doing the landing here. So, oh shit, I dropped the wrong one. Emergency. Okay. These guys should survive. Wait, no, because the parachute came off. Sorry guys. Someone messed up the buttons there. Yeah. Oh dear. Where'd that balloon go anyway? This is gonna. Wow, they're quite happy. All right. This painful experience that is your lives is over, I guess. Look at that. Died with a smile on their face. Let's restart the flight, shall we? Okay, we're coming back in. This time we have Thomstead. He looks a little less scared, and he looks quite unwilling to die. We're going to burn a little RCS just to get us away from the launch pad ever so slightly. Not sure how much that's going to alter our course at all, but it all makes a difference. Okay, restaged. Hopefully this will work. Releasing in 5, 4, 3, 2, SAS on, 1, release. Oh shit, wrong one. Don't waste that fuel. Okay. Let's translation thrusters. There we go. Brilliant. Okay, we're falling at quite a bit of speed. It's picking up. We're at 4,000 meters. Start doing the burn now. This is also a good way of just seeing how well the fuel lasts. We're killing our speed. Something that I like to watch is the needle on the gauge to the right of your height. When that starts to level out, it means you're coming to the point where you're going to start moving upwards. So I usually keep it around -5, or try to, when I'm getting near the surface. But we're going at really good speed right now. I mean, it'll kill us if we hit the ground, but we got nearly 2,000 meters to burn here. Cut the engine a little. Okay. Come on. Right. This is go time here. Oops. Pushed it a little too far there. Back on course. Straighten up. RCS, help. That's it. Good girl. Okay. My landings are always bumpy. Oh shit. Yeah, a little bit low on fuel there. Let's descend those last few meters. Oh shit. Well, of course we are heavier on Kerbal. Wow, look at that mess. Yeah, we're a lot heavier on Kerbal, so we'll be able to kill our speed a lot easier, a lot easier on the moon. So, you know, I think that's a successful landing. Okay, end the flight, and we're going to go back to the vehicle assembly building. Okay, here we are, back in the vehicle assembly building with MLPT-1, which works, so it's now Mun Lander something or other. Model 1, I guess. Mun Lander Model 1, I don't know, MLM. Mun Lander Module 1, that'll do. Okay, we'll give it a nice name later, because we've got a whole rocket to stick under it, which we're going to do right now. So first off, let's stick this in a nice cage. Fairing. Shroud. Let's find something suitable. Okay, first of all, let's work out how big it is. It's not that big at all, actually. Just a little too big for that. Shame. 2 meter fairing. Oh yeah. Kinda clips a little bit. Hey, look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful, in fact. Let's find a little bottom piece. What's that? Is that 2 meter to 1 meter? Cool. Brilliant. Don't like making the rockets too big. Unless it's an ICBM. And then I make them ridiculously huge. Okay, let's go with the standard. I don't know, how heavy is this thing? I think I could lift it. Yeah. Do we want MechJib to just help us out a little bit? Yeah. We won't use the autopilot. What we'll do is we will use the Majiggy. What's a Majiggy, you ask? I have no idea. It's a word. Yep, and my lander doesn't actually have any ASAS, but that's fine. So let's MechJib, custom MechJib, and that'll just give us a hand, just following a course so we don't spin too much. What else do I want? I usually grab some of the parts I want. We want a bit more controllability on this one, so we're going to stick 4 of these on. Is that aligned? Of course not. There we go. And where's my favourite engines? There we go, the K2X. Beautiful. While we're here, we'll grab the next fuel tank and the next engine. We'll go over to the structural parts and find the little shroud for the engine there. We'll move down here, grab another 4 of these. Beautiful, beautiful. Wrong tab. All my parts are a little bit moved around because I installed a fair few new mod parts, and it kind of rearranges everything. Ooh, look at those. Let's go with some tried and true favourites. Some jam crackers. One day I'll build a rocket that looks different. Cat, what are you doing? One moment while I remove a cat from places where it shouldn't be. Okay. Cat dealt with. Alright, I'm going to put just some struts in here. Lovely jubbly. And we're going to try this out. The lightest moon rocket ever. We're going to go those into there because those are the little radial engines and I like them being in the first stage to help the boosters. Then we've got the main engine. Separation there. And in that cluster. Then we want the payload shroud. And finally that decoupler is there. And what engine is that? That's the Lander engine, isn't it? Yep. Okay. It's maybe the smallest moon rocket I've ever made. Okay, let's name this. That took longer than anticipated. Pythias 1. Pythias 1. Yes. Bastardization of Pythias, the Greek explorer. Okay. Save and launch.